Welcome back, true believers. This is Raktar, and today I'm going to be playing some more Okami HD. In the last episode, I got to wep'keer, where I figured out what was going on, and that I needed to go to Yoshpet, which we have not yet been to. By the way, somebody pointed out in the comments I was being really dumb. Those birds that I keep on referring to, I'm surprised only one person pointed this out, because I'm sure many of you thought about pointing it out, but were like, ah, whatever. It's Raktar, he's a dumbass. Somebody pointed out those birds are cranes, not herons. But yeah, so, wait. Oh, I was like, I do have somebody from the Omena tribe, but I've got Kai. Kai is gonna let me in. But yeah, anyways, in the last episode, Kai told me, well, first the village elder told me that possibly a young girl from the village Lika had been lost in Yoshpet, and then Kai told me that she can lead me to Yoshpet, and Isun has been very disagreeable about going to Yoshpet, and Kai is supposed to be here letting me in right now. She said she would meet me here. Oh hey, so I was doing some stuff, and I was doing a battle at nighttime, and look, immediately one of these demons appeared from my list, which I got 2 episodes ago. Cold Remorse. So I gotta kill Cold Remorse, and that will cross an animal off my list. This guy, we're gonna kick their ass old school, and I think that there's 4 will finish her up to get my double dragons off of them. Oh, hey, there's a fire that they just put on the ground, which means I can pull one of those numbers. Oh wait, really? I guess I have to wait till I weaken them. Alright, well let's get this dude instead then. Even though I should be worrying about weakening that big flying thing that's shooting shit at me, because that will usually, you know, yield more than going after little guys who just have a couple demon fangs for you. So let's charge up. Oh crap. Alright. I think one of those... Oh yep, there we go. A couple of those numbers and this thing is down for the count. We'll shove some fire in its mouth. And I already know that fire is this thing's weakness. Yeah, it takes too long to do that anyway. If I want to get good time, I might as well just throw an Inferno in there, get it over with, and then that also kills it and simultaneously gets me its demon fangs, which I still don't understand how that works, because usually you can't get something's demon fangs if you kill it with whatever. That was one of the assassin monsters from the Record of Penance, and we just happened to find it. Boy, you never know what you'll find next. You know that Record of Penance you have? Well, you can cross out the monster you've taken care of. The monster you just finished off is on the wanted list. Go ahead and strike the name off the list with your brush. I wasn't even paying attention, but I think I just found Cold Remorse. Yeah! There we go. Perfect. At this rate, it won't be long before you cross them all out. So I'm kind of running around right now and just getting into fights at night for some reason. But, there we go. So yeah, I got Creeping Igloo just now. In case you're wondering, it was the same thing as the other thing, so it's not like an interesting fight to show. Hey, so I just learned something interesting about these things. You can only use its own flame to, do the shit. Like, I don't even know what I mean by that. You can only use its own flame to melt it. I tried to use the other one's flame to melt one, and it wouldn't work until I used its very own heart of its body, its very own lantern to light it. So yeah, don't try and use a different one's lantern to light it. Only use the lantern of the one you're fighting, or of the one that you're using the fire from. So, I don't know, kind of an interesting fact. Not something that I had realized before. And now I defeated Snowy Stigma. You're probably wondering why I was going over to... Actually, I'll explain all this. So yeah, I defeated Snowy Stigma. I'll explain all this in a minute. And the last of the assassins crossed off my list. Not very well. It's the hardest thing in the game, drawing a line from left to right. There we go. And now Wally's record of penance has been complete. We can go talk to him, I believe. Let's see here. I bet the young man's gonna be happy to hear this. Let's give him the news right away, Ami. So now, I think I'll explain why I was doing this. So you may be wondering why I decided suddenly that I was gonna go do this shit. And the reason is, I came out here, and I thought I was supposed to be meeting Kai, and then I was like, oh, maybe I was supposed to meet Kai at night. And I made it nighttime, and Kai didn't appear. And then I got into a fight, and one of the guys was there, one of the assassins was in the fight. And then I realized, I was like, you know what? I don't have a lot of demon fangs or yen. And I was like, this is a great time to just farm up all this stuff, and then I'll continue the storyline. So now I've done it. I made some yen, I got some demon fangs. And now I'm done with Wally's record of penance, and now we can find out what his deal is. You did it, Wolfie, you finally did it. Now I can go to the toilet again without looking over my shoulder, and I don't have to crawl about on the ground where I go outside. Thank you so much, Wolfie. I don't have much to give you as a reward, but you can keep this as a token of our friendship. And it's a gold dust, which is awesome, by the way, because we still have more weapons to get. And I hate to rely to you to fix the mess I made. I'll become strong enough to fight my own battles from now on. By the way, somebody told me this is interesting. If you bloom anybody from the tribe, they go into their wolfen form, which I thought was just an interesting little fact. So now I'm going to run back and continue the storyline some more. So if you'll remember when you tried to get into the rock with the mark, your Ponkle friend Isun was like, hey, it looks like we can't even get in here, and I thought that Kai was going to be waiting next to the thing, but what actually you have to do, remember he says, maybe if somebody in the Owina tribe whipped up a spell for you. And so I thought that just meant you need somebody from the Owina tribe with you to whip up a spell, but then I went and I talked to Samical, and Samical said, because I couldn't find, I was like, oh, maybe I need to find somebody to go open it for me in the Owina village. So I talked to Samical, and he was like, oh, don't forget to get that spell from the girl in Lauchi Lake that lives next to the lake. And I was like, the girl from Lauchi Lake? Alright, you can see it down. So yeah, this is where the sword was. And this is the Ark of Yamato, which is where all the legendary evil is said to come from. But anyways, yeah, so he was like, there's a girl who lives by the side of the lake, and you should remember to get the charm to get into the Owina place from her. And so now I have returned to this place. Oh wait, what? Wait, what are these things that I'm feeding? Are they foxes? Oh no, they're tanukis, right? They're not. They look like raccoons, but I think those are actually tanukis, which, by the way, that is one of the suits in Mario, is the tanuki suit, and PETA flipped out because they're like, Mario is killing and skinning tanukis to get their suits, but I don't know if it ever crossed my mind when I was a kid and I had the tanuki suit that Mario was killing and skinning tanukis to get the suits. It was just like synthetic fiber, because there aren't even any tanukis in the world of Mario. I don't know. As I was like, PETA made like a game when PETA made a weird game that was like Mario and you're a tanuki and you're chasing Mario and killing him, and Mario's like covered in tanuki blood. PETA is so weird. Like, I mean, I understand where they're coming from, but yeah, so now we're gonna talk to this woman who hopefully will have what we're looking for in terms of, let's see here, in terms of getting into that area that we can't get into the forest where Yoshpet is. Let's see here. Well, I'm glad to see you're safe. As you can see, we haven't been so lucky here in Kamui since the monsters arrived. Many people lost their lives. The demons have shut themselves up in Eizofuji's Waku Shrine. They're responsible for the fierce blizzard raging through Kamui. We're managing to keep some of it at bay thanks to the Afun Gate, but when the day comes, Kamui is sure to freeze over completely. That's not what worries me most, though. What worries me is how the demons were revived in the first place. Kimu noticed it as well, but just before the demons made their return, a dark force traveled here from the southern land. We both felt an evil energy flowing into Kamui. That's when the demons woke up, as if in response to it. Southern land? Oh, she must mean Nippon. So this is apparently not a part of Nippon. In other words, she's talking about the return of Orochi. It's here. Call it the birthplace of evil. I can't help thinking all this havoc in Nippon has its roots in Laochi Lake, the eternally frozen lake at the top of Eizofuji. Give me a charm to get into the place. It's here. The Ark of Yamato. Yeah, the Ark of Yamato. Anyone from Kamui knows that story. It's said that the legendary Iron Ark fell from the heavens. Well, we're definitely going the right way for storyline. Let's see here. An Iron Ark fell from the celestial plane above and sunk into Laochi Lake. The celestial plane is the land above where the gods dwell. The gods are known as celestials there. The ark that the celestials were on came crashing to this land. It was as if they were being chased by something. What they didn't know was that on board with them were countless monsters. One by one they were consumed till all the celestials were dead. Once the ark crashed, the monsters disembarked and started ravaging the lands. The world hasn't been safe since. It's said that monsters still rise from the lake's depths. That must be why they call it the Lake of Demons. Not a good place to build a village, huh? I do have one thing to add to that, and that's the story of the one surviving celestial of the Ark. Great, tell me that story, and give me a charm, so I can get into the forest where Yoshpet is. It was full of monsters which killed the celestials on board, but the legend tells that there was one man who survived. He managed to escape from the hell that the Ark had become. He then fled, going into hiding somewhere in our world. First time I've heard that. They say the reason monsters still emerge from the lake in Laochi Lake is that the ruler of darkness is still searching for that man. Does he have a name? It's all just legend. No one knows if it's true or not. No one has ever set foot on it. But the Ark brought tragedy to our world, that's for sure. If the powers of darkness in the world are gathering in Kamui, I believe it's because the Ark of Yamato is beckoning them. I apologize for chatting so much. Now you've come all this way. Am I to assume you have Keimu's permission? I speak of permission to enter Yoshpet, the Forest of Confusion. Yep, that's right. I really couldn't care less, but Ami here's another story. The entrance to the forest is sealed with the Owina crest. It's our way of protecting the place from evil. There's no way that I can break the seal. But if the Elder has ordered your entry, then I must comply. Shiranui, you may have the Owina amulet. Tamed Suaprolo. I don't even know how to say Waprolo. I don't even know how to begin pronouncing that shit. You can pass by the Owina crest unhindered, and you can proceed into Yoshpet. If the Elder has deemed it to be right, there can be no mistake. You are the one who can find Lika. Find her before it's too late, and Kamui freezes over. And that's it. I think that is counted as, like, an equipment item. Nope, it's not. It's just automatically applied to us, which is cool. So I'm gonna head back down there, and I will stop if anything happens on the way. You know, actually, as long as I'm here, I noticed right as I was coming out of that, hut, there is a flower. There is a Konohana blossom right here. The blossom of the gods, which means... where is it trying to take me? Maybe it's just trying to take me to this area right here? Yep. Oh my gosh, and look at that. 2 adorable clovers, probably waiting to give me some praise, and you can see, if you look carefully, and if it were nighttime, it would be really obvious. You can see there's a little handle of a box hanging down there, waiting to be unearthed by Okami Amaterasu. And if I can get this... oh, it's a circle! You jerk. There we go. Dig this shit up. And... I bet it's a stray bead. Oh, I called that one. Because stray beads are everywhere in this land. And as you can see, though, that is not the only Konohana blossom. There are other Konohana blossoms leading us to other great destinations out here. Hopefully leading us to other great destinations. It doesn't look like, actually, that this goes anywhere else. Well, let's... oh, you know what? I may very well have possibly gone backwards. Where's the other one? Oh, maybe I should just come up here. Ha ha ha, there is no other one. Beautiful. And that has, oh, a sun fragment, which I haven't gotten one of those in a while, but I still need one more to extend my solar energy. Oh yeah, but it looks like, yeah, you can continue getting treasure if you head up this way. Hopefully, oh, can you? Oh yeah, this keeps going. For some reason I thought it stopped right there, because of the way the ground seemed to be arcing off. What is in this rock? Nothing, but there's an adorable clover just waiting. Oh, just waiting for my digging indignance to ruin the land and bring it to life. I'm pretty sure there's actually, I remember there being like a chain of Konohana blossoms you could take around here. Well, anyways, thank goodness it's nighttime. I would have missed this stray bead in the snow if it had not been nighttime, but I'm kind of curious if there is like more Konohana blossoms around here that I'm missing. Or if I can jump to like a place down there. Let's look at the map. I am here, yeah. It doesn't look like there's more land for me to be walking on around here. Although I'm kind of curious if I can jump down to here, because it looks like there's, oh, something here.